To be or not to be? That is the question you'll see when you scan this QR code, because this is part of Hamlet. Now, how does this work? Let's take a look. First, let's do a simpler example. How about the link to this page, so you can try it out for yourselves? Well, first we put in our message, and now we choose the error correction level. So we can choose between low, medium, Q for quartile, or high. And the more error correction you have, the more of your QR code can be obscured or removed, and it'll still work. So for example, if you print out your QR code and it gets ripped a little bit, it'll still probably be able to be scanned thanks to the error correction. So let's go with low for now. Now the first step, as you can see, is the finder pattern. And if you can find the QR code in this image, then that means the finder pattern is working. And it probably means your camera can find the QR code as well. Next is the alignment square. So for larger examples like the Hamlet example, there are more alignment squares, but for this example, there's only one. Next is the timing strip, which is this alternating pattern between the top right to the top left, and then the top left to the bottom left. Now we add the data, and you can see we start in the bottom right corner and follow a snake pattern. Now the data actually consists of two parts. First is the actual letters that we chose, which is the link to this page in our example. And then next is the error correction. Now we apply a mask. There are actually 8 masks, which are seen here. And the QR code algorithm chooses which mask makes it easiest for the QR code scanner to read the QR code. Next, we add the format info, which tells the QR code scanner which version and mask number this QR code uses. Then we're done. Now let's try a larger example. Here I have part of Hamlet. I'll make that our message. And this time I'll choose H for Hamlet as the error correction level. So you can see our QR code is going to be a lot larger this time. And there are a lot more alignment squares. The timing strip is also longer. And it'll take a lot longer to put in all the data for our QR code. So I'm going to skip to the next slide. And the mask will also take a longer time to apply. But once we add the format info, we're all done. And that's how you can read Hamlet through a QR code. So thanks for watching, and you can scan this link to try it out for yourself.